Well, hello again, everyone. It's your man, Cowboy Star, back at you with you know what? Another video about the Cowboys. Who else? America's team. Well, Dak has had a phenomenal camp so far. This little mini camp that they got going on. He's been stepping into throws, planting both feet. He's reiterating that if the Cowboys had a game today, that he could get out there and he could play and he could be effective and he could play the whole game. So a lot of the receivers are also saying that Dak is still putting a good spin on the ball and throwing with some heat and velocity, and nothing's really changed on how he's doing his everyday, mannerisms in the huddle. He's taking command. Everything is just back to where Dak was when he left off. So kudos to him. He really has worked hard, and he's persevered through this horrific injury that he did had back in October. He also said that he's going to be implementing some new stretching and warm-ups before practices and games in his repertoire, to keep himself stretched out and ready to play, especially since he's had this injury. And he's going to do this during the year and at practice and at camp. And he will also keep ramping up all through training camp with this procedure and doing the same thing and trying to keep his body ready to play. He also seems to have a little bit of extra motivation, and that's probably partly due to not being on the field most of last year. So, it's the old saying, when you don't have something, you always miss it and you always want it. So when he's ready to be the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys again, so he's got a lot of motivation there. Also, he's got a lot of motivation from the big contract that he signed. He knows that he's the man for the next few years, especially maybe even longer. $40 million, that's a lot of cake for anybody. So he's got a lot to live up to. And, if anybody can do it, Dak Prescott, I wouldn't count him out, because he's always been the underdog all through high school, college, and now the pros. Everybody's saying he can't do this and he can't do that, but I don't think I'd bet against that guy. In other news, it looks like Gilbert is taking the lead in camp, looking like quarterback 2 for the Cowboys. He didn't look bad and didn't make mistakes when he got in that one game against Pittsburgh Steelers last year. And the Pittsburgh Steelers were 7-0, if you'll remember correctly, when the Cowboys played them that time. And Gilbert got in there and he looked kind of unfazed about the whole deal, them being 7-0. He seemed to play a pretty good game. I mean, he didn't light the world on fire, but he didn't make any crucial mistakes that would cost us the game. The Steelers just ended up beating us. I don't think it was anything Gilbert did or didn't do. He could have had a better game, but he just didn't make any key mistakes. I liked what I saw out of Gilbert. I think he'd be an adequate backup quarterback for us. I think he's better than Cooper Rush. I know he's better than Ben DiNucci. So, although Ben DiNucci it has been said that Ben DiNucci has making improvements since that one game, a joke of a game that he got into last year. Zeke didn't participate, as I said in the previous video. He did not participate in camp practice Tuesday, but he has been there every other day of the practices, and he is said to look a little bit slimmer than he has been in previous years. So maybe Zeke is trying to raise the bar for himself a little bit and be a little quicker out of the gate than he was, because I noticed he still doesn't have that burst of speed like he did his first and second year in the league. And he got on Twitter the other day and said that he's going to win the rushing title this year. So I don't know if I would do something like that, because you got to back that kind of stuff up. And Zeke, you need to keep your mouth shut. Just go out there and let your work do the talking, okay? Yeah, let your work do the talking. Don't get out there and make big bold predictions and this and that and other. Just do your thing, keep training, and run through the holes, man. Don't fumble the ball 6 times like you did last year. That's the main thing. He didn't have a bad year last year. He had like 900 and something yards rushing with the crappy line we had last year. But he had 6 fumbles, and that takes everything away from the 900 yards that he had. 6 fumbles, that's unbelievable. He's got to do better than that. So there's a lot of rookies in camp that are looking good, and the one that's looking the most, catching the most eyes is rookie wide receiver Simi Fehoko. This dude is a huge target. He's big, he's fast, and somebody's not going to make the team because of him. I got a feeling. And I think it might be either Noah Brown or Cedric Wilson. And by the way, Cedric Wilson gave up his number 11 number for Parsons. So now Cedric Wilson is wearing number 1. So just one of the other players that's changing numbers. So yeah, he's big and fast, and he can win matchups out there, old Simi Fehoko. So y'all keep an eye on him, especially in preseason. I think he's going to make his mark on the team. We still have Noah Brown. We still have Cedric Wilson. And we also have this guy named Nathan Vasher, I believe his name is. He's like 6'6". I think he's out of Texas Tech, and he is a beast. So I don't know much about him. I don't know if he's going to make the team or not, but he's giving it a try. And other free agents and rookies that have impacted so far is Nathan Wright is balling out there, the rookie safety that we picked up, and Diamante KZ is all over the field, along with Michael Parsons, who is projected as a leader of this defense this year under our new defensive coordinator, Dan Quinn. And Jabril Cox has been getting in action, but he's not with the first team. He's just mainly on special teams and kind of filling in at the linebacker position, as well as Quentin Bohanna, who is projected to be a starter at the nose tackle position for the Cowboys. There's a lot of decisions to make. Like I've said before, for the Cowboys, we've got good camaraderie on the team, as well as we have good competition on the team this year. So it'll be interesting to see who steps up and who gets picked to make the final 53 on the Cowboys. So I've been working on this new man cave here. Did a lot of work in here today. It's a mess right now, but I'll have it all lined out tomorrow. I've been doing some painting in here and getting it all situated. So with that being said, I'd appreciate all the support, and I appreciate you subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you on the next time video. Y'all have a good day. I'm out.